Rumors of rifts in the Falcons camp deepen ahead of the Cote d'Ivoire Olympics qualifier. And Juventus then Balotelli's Brescia debut, Barcelona back to winning ways, and Spurs sensationally knocked out of the Carabao Cup on a dramatic night of football across Europe. My name is Deji Omotoyibo. Welcome to Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Many thanks for joining us for the midweek edition of Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. We start with international newsreel. Kingsley Akpan has all the latest stories you want to hear.
Thanks, Deji. Start from home and on athletics, where the Nigerian contingent set to participate at the upcoming World Athletics Championships have departed the country to intensify preparation ahead of the tournament in Doha. No fewer than 25 Nigerians are among the 1,928 athletes from 209 teams that are doing action at the event, which is scheduled for Friday, September the 27th to October 6th in Qatar. The Nigerian athletes registered for the men's categories are Raymond Ekevo, Michelle Ritze Sekiri, Divine Ududru, and Emmanuel Arubulu, while Blessing Okadari, Patience Okun George, and Favor Ofili will battle for medals in the women's category. And still on athletics, Olympic hammer champion Dishod Nazarov has been temporarily suspended from the sport after one of his samples failed a doping retest ahead of the World Championships in Doha. The 37-year-old who won gold in Rio de Janeiro 3 years ago will miss out on an 8th World Championship appearance, which begins this Friday in Qatar after his sample tested positive for the steroid turinabol. Meanwhile, Russian high jump champion Maria Lastitskene has hit out at Moscow sport officials who have failed to comply with WADA's directive on explaining lab result inconsistencies, saying they won't stop her from next year's Olympics as she will compete under a neutral flag. And to tennis, former world number one Andy Murray claimed his first ATP Tour singles victory since January after beating Tennis Sangren in the opening round of the Zohar Championship on Tuesday. The 32-year-old who had lost to Sangren in North Carolina last month prevailed 6-3, 6-7, 6-1 to set up a second round clash with Alex de Minaur after the Australian saw off compatriot John Millman 6-1, 6-3. In other matches, Pablo Andujar came from a set down to beat Steve Johnson 2-6, 6-2, 6-1. China's Zhang Zizeng outclassed Dominic Koepfer 7-5, 6-2, while in the match of the day, Damian Zuma battled past Marco Cecchinato 5-7, 6-4, 6-2.
Thank you. Kingsley short and sharp. That was international news. We will return with the Nigerian sports scene. Welcome back to the Nigerian sports scene on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Bolu Omoni is here, standing in for Wodivutu this morning. Bolu, it does seem to me as if the situation in the Falcons camp is getting a bit dicey. It looks like it's descending into chaos. We have to state that clearly. We hear again. I like to stress that Asisat Oshoala might be the only foreign-based professional that will come for the Cote d'Ivoire Olympic qualifier, because the others are not so happy about the situation surrounding how Okra Adozie was removed as captain.
First of all, Manu Gaba said they are intensifying their training ahead of that match. And for the Oshoala situation, I saw a post that Demola Ladri said everybody would come. I know it's probably just trying to calm the air and everything, but the report is Oshoala may be the only foreign-based player coming. And they said she even gave a condition before accepting the captaincy that she sees herself as the vice captain of the team, not the captain, that she still respects Okwayanu's position. But I think it's one of the things Bode mentioned from the beginning. What if Thomas Deneby decides to come back to the squad? He got a job on a temporary base, because from what we know, Manu Gaba is the under-20 coach. So if you are the interim coach, or at least the coach temporarily for whatever time, we don't know yet, and the first thing you did is to strip off the captain, that means you've started the problem already. And now the rift is the foreign-based players are, or at least the report that they are angry with the treatment.
The coach is Danjuma.
Christopher
Danjuma. Sorry,
Danjuma, because when you were saying Manugaba, I was getting confused.
So,
Chris Danjuma.
Now there is a problem now, and they have to find a way to settle it, because although, remember, the home-based team won conveniently against Algeria, the foreign-based were the ones who struggled in Nigeria. But that aside, now minus the foreign-based players, some of the home-based players may also think
some of these things are the fallouts of not handling things properly. I'm sorry to say this, because right now we don't even know what the Thomas Deneby situation is. Nobody knows. Nobody's talking. We're hearing he was supposed to come for a meeting, he didn't come and all that. When the story first of all broke that there were issues, he was denied and all of that. I honestly, information management, just come out with the truth so that we all know what is going on, and then we can take our conclusions from there. But when you hide things, you deny things, and they turn out to be true and all of that. Because right now, we don't know what's going to happen with him. Has he resigned? We don't know. Is he coming back? Nobody can say.
I think I might agree with you on that. NFF needs to come out with a true statement. This is what's happening, because there was even a report that Thomas Denebe had taken a job in India, their female under 17, although he denied that he didn't take any job. But the rumors will keep flying until we know what
even if the statement is that we're having some issues, we're trying to resolve the issues, even if it's something like that, we know there are issues that you need to solve. We give you time to sort it out. But when nobody seems to know anything, anyway, I wish them all the best.
The match is very soon, September 30, so sooner or later we'll know the truth. Either it's everybody or just the show.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the Super Eagles now, the male team. I read a statement credited to Gennaro again. I will say that it was credited to him, stating that he had no plans of reinviting the new players, Aribo, Maja, and Dennis, I think. That he had no plans of inviting them for subsequent games, but Aribo's performance turned his hand and he's inviting Aribo. What does that mean? I mean, I don't get that. Was it that your intention was to invite them and you are not going to invite them no matter what happened? I don't get that. Is it that you're just toying with the national team, or you just want to maybe calm some nerves, invite these guys, pressure and all that, you invite them and you're saying you didn't have any plans of inviting them? Please, maybe you can throw more light on this.
Proud to the World Cup, what Brazil did, I think since Neymar was 17 or 18, most of the time they invite the same players because they were building. We knew what they were doing. But for Super Eagles, like, we don't know what we're doing. And maybe it's just confirming the gist flying around here that there are some agents involved in some selections. Because why did you invite new players if you just call them on just to fill the gap and move on? Remember, some players pulled out of the friendly due to injury or report different reasons, Onyekuru, Omeru and others. So why did you invite them? Is it just to fill the gaps or to see talent or move on? And according to him, it's just to invite them, let's just fill in the numbers and move. So what if Aribo did not score? What if he didn't have a good performance? That means
probably that's it for those guys.
And now, according to the statement, he has confirmed that Aribo will play against Brazil.
I honestly don't know. What to make of that. Quickly, we're running out of time. Somebody else has reacted to Imama's statement, and this time one of his colleagues.
Yeah, Kano Pillars manager Brian Musa. I love the statement. First of all, he said Imama is trying to run away from the fact that his team lost 4-1 to Togo. And it's like, where does he stay? He's also a Nigerian coach. If he's criticizing all Nigerian coach, then he should criticize himself. That, for example, his team finished second in the league and they won the cup, and no player from Kano Pillars was involved in this squad. And if he thinks he has what it takes to correct them, he should find a way to not come up openly and criticize everything Nigeria.
That's a very salient
Even
point.
if they lack that.
No Kano players,
none.
Player in the team. Let's leave that. Okay, let's end on this very, very sour note. This segment, the stories came out yesterday that people were reacting and begging the minister to try and do something about CSI. I really don't know what the minister can do about this situation. I really don't know what the government can do about this, but it's a very, very unfortunate situation. That woman, CSI's mom, has been there, 76-year-old woman, for 10 weeks. It really saddened me. And you can imagine the pressure and what the young man is going through. I mean, CSI is going through right now. You've got to feel for him.
First of all, I didn't even know it was that long until I read the statement.
Yeah, I didn't realize it there, yeah.
And he said before the kidnap, the mom was not feeling well. So a 76-year-old woman not feeling well, kidnapped for 10 weeks. We don't even know the truth now. Yeah, I understand the fact that there's more or less of what the minister can do, but the best he can do
I think maybe the situation is maybe the kidnappers feel this man is a big man.
Yeah.
If we don't release this woman,
at least support,
people will support. So whatever support can be given to him by government, by whatever, they should please do it. I mean, the very heartbreaking situation. I can imagine what he's going through. It can lead to all kinds of consequences. We hope he doesn't get to that. I wish him all the best. And whatever the minister, whatever government can do to get this situation sorted, we'll really appreciate it. All the best to the CSL family. Thank you very much. That was the Nigerian sports scene. We return with the World Soccer Report. Welcome back to the World Soccer Report on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. We really have to rush now. The Carabao Cup, Arsenal 5-0 over Nottingham Forest. Martinelli with 2 goals. Preston 0, Manchester City 3. Sterling, Jesus, and an own goal gave City that win. Luton Town 0, Leicester 4. Iheanacho amongst the goals in that victory for Leicester. Watford defeated Swansea 2-1. Welbeck, his first goal since moving from Arsenal to Watford in the summer. And Southampton won at Portsmouth 4-0. Ings with 2 of the goals. And the shocker of the night, Colchester 0, Tottenham 0. League 2 Colchester, fourth tier, eventually defeated Tottenham on penalties. And that's speaking about Pochettino not winning the trophy will continue at least until he wins one. Today, Manchester United play Rockdale, Chelsea, Grimsby, Brighton, Aston Villa, Wolves, Reading, some of the games in the Carabao Cup for today. Let's talk quickly about the La Liga. Barcelona back to winning ways, 2-1 over Villarreal. Again, Griezmann scored, but Ottomelo with a cracker. But downside, Messi had to go off injured.
This is getting old. Because it's becoming a lot more difficult for him to respond and recover from injuries, which happens when you go older. But it's good result for Barca. At least they bounce back. Hopefully they can build on this. It's something about playing in Camp Nou for them.
Yeah.
I think it's the way they blues that seems to be their hindrance.
Other results: Betis 3-1 over Levante, Valladolid 1-1 Granada. Chukwueze was in action, had a decent game. It's good to see the young one continue to develop.
And he was
along the lines.
nominated for Golden Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Golden Boy
That's
Award.
Syria. For the second game in a row, Juventus came from 1 goal down to win 2-1 at Brescia. They temporarily go top before Interplay later today. Ronaldo rested for the game as well. So overall, good day for Juventus.
Good day for Juventus. Good for them to get that win. It was good to see Balotelli back. But still, we know what we get to Balotelli. I think Ronaldo has a bit of an injury.
Okay.
That's why he
was resting.
played. So but I'm looking forward to Inter facing Lazio later today.
So Inter, Lazio, Napoli, Cagliari, Roma, Atalanta in the Serie A. In the La Liga, Real Madrid play Osasuna, and in Liga, PSG play Rennes. Some of the games for midweek tonight. Thank you very much, Yemi. And best of the rest, a third international club-side competition, the European Conference League, has been slated to kick off in 2021 by UEFA. To run simultaneously with the Champions League and Europa League, the governing body has not revealed how teams will qualify for this new tournament. European Conference League, watch this space. My name is Dick John Turnbull. Thanks for your time. Good morning.